Warning, we are about to spoil Even the Clouds Are Drifting from 1959. If you haven't seen the movie and plan on watching it, leave now and come back later. But if you have seen it or you just don't care, then please stick around. Happy anniversary!
Hooray!
What are we covering today?
Oh boy, we're covering an obscure Korean movie from the 60s that only 90,000 people have seen according to the streaming views.
It's from the 50s, though.
Fuck!
God damn it!
One job, Cameron. One chance to do this and you failed.
Now no one gets the opening joke. Play the intro.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to yet another episode of Cinema Roulette. Oh boy, do we have a special episode for you boys and girls and guys and gals and non-binary pals planned out today. My brain apparently also doesn't want to work, so that's a lovely detail that's going to happen, I guess.
I'm just letting you go. I was seeing
Are
how
you?
long that would keep going.
You know,
Yeah.
I got through it, though, so you can give me that at least.
We made it there eventually. Happy anniversary. It is our anniversary.
It is indeed. It is, in fact, the anniversary.
I think this is the 4th time we've done an anniversary episode.
Bam. Getting there. Almost 5 years.
4.
Whoosh.
And as always, this is the Bigger Than Jesus Cinema podcast. That's why we're releasing on Christmas.
Can't get over that. That just legitimately made me burst last time. I didn't expect that.
I think I made the joke last anniversary episode we had too, though.
Fucking great. I love it.
Which, if you missed last week's episode, I understand we did just suck off Fury Road for about an hour.
Yeah, it was fun.
You may be wondering, how the hell did we get to this movie? Simply, we made a wheel, made it as random as possible. The only thing we really made sure of is there was a way to watch the movie.
Yeah.
And we somehow landed on a South Korean film that has 92,000 views on YouTube and less than 50 watches on Letterboxd.
Yep. It's literally that obscure. So it's kind of an interesting watch for sure. So, but yeah, we just decided to go completely full on random for this one. And this is what we got.
And luckily, the movie is interesting enough that we should be able to get an episode out of it.
Yes, indeed. It is a...
High five.
This is a movie from 1959, and it was made in Korea. And it has a pretty cool title, which I really dig. It is Even the Clouds Are Drifting. Also, man, silence is golden.
Well, not here. It's in black and white.
That's true. Very pretty black and white, though.
It was very well shot, even if the restoration of this is clearly not the best.
Yeah, this is basically only available as a standard definition DVD rip from the Korean film archive. So it was not restored. Clearly, it had a lot of scratches and a lot of scenes that were not in the best of condition, honestly.
Yeah, there's a bit of scene tearing, basically.
Yeah, especially between some of the transitions, it's a little rough.
I will, however, link in the description to the YouTube channel that has this. It is a full, South Korean film archive. There's old animated movies. All of them have English subtitles they seem pretty accurate.
Yeah.
And all free. I don't think there were any ads on your end.
There were not, surprisingly, and I was very happy about that.
So yeah, a link to that if you want to look into more obscure South Korean stuff. I think they even had some stuff that was recent as the 2000s, but it's a lot mostly 50s to
Yeah,
mid 70s.
definitely check them out. And hopefully we don't get their channel shut the fuck down.
No, I think because it's the film archive. I think it's literally the official South Korean film archive.
Oh, fuck yeah. Okay.
But yeah, okay. Even the clouds are drifting. There's no real preamble to give here because we didn't even know what we were getting into. We just knew we
Yeah,
could watch it.
honestly.
Which, if you want to grow as a movie watcher, do that sometimes.
Yeah.
Just find a fucking movie and watch it.
Yep. If it piques your interest a bit, watch it.
Or even no interest. Just
Yeah,
you need to kill 30. I think it's 39 minutes?
I think so.
Or hour 39.
Yeah, an hour 40-ish.
I guess we should get to the synopsis.
Let's do it.
If I horribly mispronounce names, I apologize. I will mostly keep referring to people by how they stand in a family
Yeah.
because I'm dumb and American.
Yeah, and while I'm somewhat familiar with Japanese names and some foreign names, I am not good at pronouncing South Korean names, so I apologize if I butcher those too.
We open in a mining town. We won't find this out till later, but this is 1949. And all you history buffs out there, no, the Korean War is not brought up.
Yeah, not at all, even though this is the year before it.
Surprisingly.
It's not a factor.
We see one of the poor families there, mainly focusing on the youngest daughter, Malsuk. I want to say that's correct.
I want to say it's Malsuk. Yeah.
She is writing in her diary. She's a bit she's a bit worried mainly because the mining company isn't running super great according to her older brother who works there. But she's just trying to keep a clear head, focus on school, and write in this diary. We also find out her dad had passed very recently, so it's just her older brother, her older sister, and her youngest brother, but he is still older than her. Because she's like, I don't think we got an exact grade, but she seems to be middle school-ish.
Yeah, definitely very younger.
Young, but still able to write, like, poetry.
Yeah.
And her youngest brother does graduate later, but we will try to stay focused.
We'll do our best, people.
They're praying for their father who passed 49 days ago, and then there's a knock at the door that night. The oldest brother goes out, and it's other people in the mining company saying, hey, we should go on strike. We deserve holiday bonuses, we deserve to be paid better than what we currently are. The older brother is rather unsure of this. Because last time they went on strike, basically it was just, you didn't eat for a good month, and then you got paid only a handful better. And he doesn't want to risk his family starving again. However, it ends with the brother almost fighting with the other workers, but everyone kind of backs off for the night. Next day at the mines, however, they basically do a union bust, and everyone who was even lightly involved with the strike gets let go. They say it's for health reasons, but it's never really said if that was the reason or it was union busting.
Yeah.
Well, we'll get to that. The morality of this movie is interesting, and it could be us not knowing, or it could be the movie being bad at explaining.
Yeah, but we'll get there.
Our main character and her friend, who is actually the daughter of the boss of this mine company, overhear about her brother being fired, and they go to her friend's father and beg for her brother to get his job back. The boss almost hears her out, but is like, I can't hire him. He's too sick. Or he's just not healthy enough. It would be bad for business for me.
Yeah, because they did a little thing where they were like cutting people by their strength, and they all had to go through a test, and they were like, well, sorry, he just didn't cut it.
he does try to offer her a stack of cash and then says, if you need more money, you can come back and ask me. But she ignores this money. Like, she straight up
Hmm.
refuses it and goes home. I have it written down as the brother's wife. It is the older sister, we later find out. But the way
Yeah.
they were together, it seemed more romantic than it was.
Mm-hmm. Oopsies.
That was me misreading. I'm not saying the movie does weird
Yeah.
things with them as
No.
siblings.
No, exactly.
Oh, also the main character's friend says she will pray to a goddess statue that they have in their house every day. You can also see how much better the boss is living compared to the all the other and all these siblings.
Yeah, you can.
His looks like an actual normal house, and theirs is basically just a shack.
Yeah, exactly. Like she even calls it a pigsty at one point.
The next day, the main character is lying to so that way the older brother doesn't know that she knows he's fired, and he's like, "Oh, I'm going to work. You better head on down to school."
Yep. Trying to play it off.
Trying to at least play it off that he has a job and could hopefully find one soon before things get tough.
Mm-hmm.
And while everyone's out, the oldest sister is given the stack of cash by the boss's wife, but when the everyone gets home, the even the older brother's like, we can't take this, and goes and gives it back. He also has a talk with the teacher because the main character wasn't going to school. He needed textbooks and they have no money to spare. Luckily the teacher's nice enough to say, I legit miss her being in class. She's a very smart girl. Here, I will pay for her books.
Yep.
Just please do send her back to school. So that's somewhat solved, but money still gets tight. The older sister goes to moves away to Seoul to go be a maid. The older brother goes to Seoul as well. The younger brother and main character are going to stay with an uncle, which they did say earlier they had no other family members, but that might have just been a lie or a mistranslation. It's hard to tell. Our main character is very sad about the family splitting up, but she's going to push through, and her brother's like, just keep writing those diaries so when I get back, I can know all that's going on. The uncle they're staying with sucks. He's a drunk. Their aunt is just kind of an asshole, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
But they do make it through. We even see the youngest brother go to graduation, and the main character is invited to a party at the boss's house because of her friend. However, during this, does accidentally knock over the goddess statue and breaks it into a bunch of pieces.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't have any money to pay it off. She doesn't know how else to apologize. So she takes all of her diaries and gives it to them. It's her only form of payment. The older siblings return from Seoul. They're having a good time, but the younger brother overhears his aunt and uncle pissed about this, and the aunt and uncle are literally just going to kick everyone out because it's like, you already tossed two mouths for us to feed in this poor town. Now you're adding two more? Get the fuck out. The younger brother leaves for Seoul to just try and find work. He's also later arrested because he was mistake. We'll find out later it was a mistake, but for being a hooligan. And also after the main character finds this out, her older siblings also left back for Seoul because there's no job for them in the town. She was still staying with her uncle, but when brought to the principal to be like, "Hey, your younger brother was like arrested,"
Yeah.
she kind of breaks down and runs into the woods. At this time as well, the boss's family has read through her diaries, and it's actually very beautiful writing. She's very poetic and honest about everyone she's seen, but not in a way that's like cruel.
Mm-hmm.
Her friend and the teacher actually go looking for her in the woods and find her and tell her they're publishing her books. Which at first she's kind of pissed about because, it's her personal diary that's kind of embarrassing to go out to the public, but the
Yeah.
publisher loved it. It's already building to be a great seller. And with that, it does. She goes to Seoul and gets a ear and talks to interviewers, which she does have some very honest remarks. It's like, is there anything else you want us to know? I just kind of want to stop answering questions, please.
Yeah.
But the book is going to be a great deal. Her older siblings show up, and even her younger siblings let out of jail again because it was all a misunderstanding. Then they head back to the poor mining town to celebrate with the her friends there. But then she's like, "We should stay here." And her older brother's like, "Okay, we can." And the movie ends.
And that's it. Yeah.
Also, the her diaries were turned into a book called "Even the Clouds Are Drifting."
Yeah. Hence the title of the movie.
They said the title. Ring the bell, Cecil.
But yeah, very interesting movie. And the thing is, like, definitely like felt like I wanted to do more commentary on this, but this is like one of those instances where it's such an obscure film that it's really hard to find information on this movie.
I mean, the Wikipedia page doesn't even have a plot synopsis.
Yeah. Exactly. Because
I think the Wikipedia page is literally just, this is a Korean drama. It was entered into the Berlin Film Festival.
and that's about it. Yeah, directed by Yoo Hyun Mook. I hope I'm saying that right. And he made he is also actually, I guess, pretty well known for making a movie called Obelton. That's it. I was trying to remember. Also known as Aimless Bullet or Stray Bullet, which is widely considered one of the greatest Korean films ever made. And this was from that same director. So have not checked that out, but that's also on the aforementioned channel.
Yes, and that one is actually
In HD.
what's the term? Well, yeah, but like remaster, what's the term for it?
Restored.
Yeah, it's a restoration. So it's restored. It's in HD, and again, free with English subtitles.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, and this was just a nice movie because there was that fear since we didn't know anything and couldn't really look anything up about it, where it could be just boring or it could be nothing or who knows. But no, it was actually a decent movie. I would very much enjoyed my time with it.
If you enjoy Italian neo realism, this is a good movie to get into because the director is heavily inspired by that.
Yeah, people have said he said that's like one of his main influences, so that makes sense.
It very much comes across with how the movie is paced because yes, there's a plot, but also it's just kind of life happening. There's no villain here.
Yeah, it's very much a slice of life thing. Is yeah, the only like villain or like anything bad happening is just from life, extraneous circumstances, stuff like that.
Yeah, like people suck, but they're not doing it. They're not trying to be malicious.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, at least we get a happy ending.
Yeah, exactly. I was worried it'd go for like a really depressing ending, but it did not. So it definitely was good at making you like feel for the characters' plights and be like, okay, I hope nothing bad happens to these people.
I mean, once it hit that it was like, this is 1949, the year before the Korean War.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, okay, one of the brothers is going to die in like a bombing or something, right?
Yeah. We were like, are they going to tie this in? And shockingly, it's not even brought up.
Not even mentioned. Not
Nope.
even a light hint about the combat coming up. Just, yeah, we're good.
Yep. Just, yeah, this is it.
But yeah, since we can't really do research on it, it does make commentary a bit hard.
Mm-hmm.
Another thing that makes it confusing is I don't know what it wants to say morally. Or
Yeah.
like, I feel we need more of an understanding of Korean culture in 1959 or maybe even 49 if it tries to be more specific to that.
Yeah, because like I know like Japan and a lot of Asian cultures are similar. They run on like kind of an honor type of thing, but like the man still got to have his pride and stuff like that. But it's just one of those instances where we're kind of ignorant to the culture as a whole, so we don't know. It's hard to tell if he's really speaking against it or for it at times.
Yeah, the main thing speaking against is the family constantly refusing help.
Yeah, constantly refusing money.
Not even just money, like he when he returns the money
Right.
uh well when he returns the money, it's raining, and they're like, "Oh, we have an umbrella. Would you like one when going back home?" He's like, "No, no, you can keep it." He runs into his boss going back over the bridge, and his boss has to basically force him to take an umbrella.
Yeah, he's like, well, then you are refusing my kind offer. He's like, well, in that instance, I guess I'll take it.
But it's not made exactly clear if we should be thinking like you guys are trying way too hard to be self-sufficient and should just admit you need help,
Mm-hmm.
or they're right to do so because it does still technically work out in the end.
Yeah.
Again, that could be a culture thing.
Yep.
That could just be the point of the movie. I
We
we don't know.
yeah, it's really hard to tell as someone who's not familiar with that culture. But um yeah, just interesting. Not really a lot of like negatives about it, honestly. It's just kind of a well-made movie. I mean, the characters do sometimes outright lie at times, but I sometimes that is the point of the plot. So,
Yeah, like I mean, I get why she doesn't want to say she knows her brother was fired.
yeah,
She doesn't want him being stressed out.
exactly.
I again, I don't know if the lie about other family members was supposed to be a lie, or maybe she just really hated that uncle. It didn't seem great.
Mm-hmm.
The cinematography is also really good in the movie. Like, it's clearly made on a budget, but sometimes they get some absolutely gorgeous shots of this mining town.
Oh yeah, definitely. There's some really beautiful cinematography. Like I know the print was kind of in bad condition, but I like that shot when they're all walking into the mines in the dark and you can see their lights and stuff. Or like when they're off on the cliffs and you can see like clearly they put it against the sunset. Just really pretty images.
Yeah, or even the opening of the movie when she's just kind of writing her diary in
Yeah,
the field. It's just a very nice, peaceful shot.
very gorgeous. Yeah. But yeah, very good for its budget. We can't really tell what the budget was because information on it's scarce, but it was not the highest, but it did the best with what it could. I really respect the craft behind it.
Yeah, trying to think here.
So am I. Yeah, there's honestly not really much else to say on it, but it's definitely an interesting slice of culture back then.
Yeah, it's just one of those movies where it's not so much. It's not even really about the journey or destination. It's just kind of being there,
Exactly.
if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah,
will say, it's important to watch movies like this.
it definitely is. Just like we said, especially as a film person, just do yourself a favor, check out some obscure movies. Just got some time to kill. Expand your horizons.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I hardly touch neo-realism. I really like surreal stuff or
Mm-hmm.
things being more fantastical.
Same.
I worry about the genre being boring.
Mm-hmm. Same.
But doing something like this, you're forced to sit through something, and it works out. I would say it works out most of the time.
Yeah.
If you set expectations right, most movies can at least be fine.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, definitely recommend this one if you're curious or if you want to know more about like South Korean film. Maybe there's someone out there who knows more about the culture who can tell us about that. If so, please let us know.
Or you could also do it just to be pretentious. Think
Yep.
about it. You get to be one of the people who says, like, I am within the first 100 people on Letterboxd to log this movie.
Yep, definitely. But yeah, is that about it?
I
I
I
think
feel bad
I feel
having
bad.
it be such a short
Yeah.
episode.
Yeah, this is just more kind of like immediate reaction. I know this is kind of more surface level than we usually do, but yeah, still definitely enjoyed it. Definitely give it a good.
Yeah, that's the thing. I guess that's one downside of this movie is it's very much just a Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
We could also I mean not pad, but talk because it's an anniversary episode with stuff that's coming up because we'll have one more episode this year.
Yes.
Actually, first, I almost forgot. We do rate every movie on the show as we always have with the
Mm-hmm.
same system we've always done.
Yes.
Th- This, of course, we've already done this rating system before, as we always do the same one.
Mm.
But how much would you recommend this movie on the scale of actively telling people not to see it to tying them down and forcing them to watch it?
Honestly, somewhere between both of them.
Would you like to give a more abstract description?
Well, not really to the point where I tie you down or like make you feel like you have to watch it in any sense of the word, but really kind of like not really actively telling people to stay away from it either. Like, oh no, it's good. It has nothing to offer because it totally does.
Yeah, this is very much just a movie if it came up in conversation somehow. It's like, oh yeah, that's a decent watch.
Yeah.
It, it's not gonna be like, oh, you should really go see this movie. It's like, oh, if you want
Oh well.
to explore the idea of neo-realism and South Korean film,
Yeah.
not a bad option.
Not at all.
Anyway, enough about art and foreign films when we can talk about us.
Yes. Make it more about us.
This is the anniversary. Look, we have little
Woo!
party blowers in the thumbnail.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll have one more movie, which we'll see in a bit on what that movie will be.
Uh-huh.
But also, next year we actually already have movie month done. That will be in December of next
Yep.
year.
I'm super excited for that. That was a lot of fun.
We will have to record an anniversary episode though for December,
Yes.
which I guess we could also decide now. Should we use the same wheel or do another random 10 basically?
I say, honestly, let's just use the same one for now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we'll have 9 to choose from and we'll see where that goes.
Yeah. And you can find that out next year.
We'll also find out next year.
Yeah. That's the fun
Our
of this
first
show.
It is. It's kind of the main antithesis of the show. That's why we did this. Also,
Yeah.
we don't feel too bad about having this be a short episode because you're getting an episode Friday as well.
Yes.
Maybe anniversary should be bigger events. I don't know. Yell at us if you
Yeah.
think that's the case.
Do it.
Interact, damn it. Call to action.
Sign this petition.
Sign my petition.
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
The first episode back will not be whatever we spin in the next episode. It will actually be Preacher season 3.
Yes.
And we do take January off, so that will be the first Friday of February.
Yep. So there won't be any episodes released then, but we will be busy.
We aren't going back to doing TV, by the way, but we are going to finish off Preacher since that was the show we were in the middle of.
Yeah, exactly. Just be nice to kind of put an end to that.
We also have we will get back doing top 10s. It's just next top 10 is going to be painful.
Yeah. It's top 10 action movies, and since that's one of the main genres me and Justin both watch, it's going to be a little hard to narrow it down.
I'm still like we give ourselves time with top 10 so that way if we want to rewatch movies so we can scale them.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't even started on that yet, and I don't know what I'm going to count as like number one movie.
Mm-hmm.
It's just weird. I've been stuck trying to think of what counts as the best action movie or
Yeah.
what would qualify.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't know what I think through like just checking dates. We will probably finish the director's wheel. So then final spin for that I think was pushed to either October or November.
Mm-hmm.
Because once we finish that, we will have. Once Director's Wheel is finished, we are going to do. I think we agreed 8 weeks of the series wheel, if not more.
Yeah, something like that.
Just to really cut down on it before we get a new wheel, which we
Mm-hmm.
have a wheel of wheels that will decide which wheel is after the director wheel.
It is the ultimate wheel.
It's only, I think it's only like 12, 6 or 12 spaces big. It's not too huge
Yeah.
because all the wheels are now going to be, oh, what do we agree upon?
I forget.
We set a minimum,
Yeah.
I, and I'd like to note, if we start complaining about the size, it's Cameron's fault.
Yeah, that's fine. I think it was like 16 or something like that. Something like the standard length of a roulette wheel or something.
Yeah, we changed. Well, because the original standard, I think, was only 16.
Mm-hmm.
I think we went to 28.
That sounds about right.
Except for one wheel, which would only be 26. But
Yeah.
that's if we land on it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we have 8 wheels that we're going to spin for.
Yep.
4 of which are the classic versions of our first and second wheel, where it was 4 different sections. Each will be 7 movies. We'll get to that when we get there, and I will tell the other 4 later.
Yes.
In the future.
So we've got a lot of wheels planned. Gonna be fun. You can see we've kind of streamlined it down a bit.
Streamlined it before making it more needlessly complicated.
You know it.
That's our show in a nutshell. Streamlined and then needlessly complicated.
Exactly. Start out basic and then make it complicated, because either way, it's going to get complicated.
Always have to make it more complicated than it has to be.
Yep.
You know, Justin, you could finish that one video you've been meaning to do if you just stop making it complicated. Well, brain.
But where's
Where's
the fun in that?
Exactly.
But speaking of shows, we got something else to do here.
We do. We have the main point of the show.
Yeah.
We're back on the series wheel. The series wheel is full of series that you know and your friends probably know. Please share us with your friends. Please give us free advertising. Call to actions.
God damn it.
You get back here.
No.
And this is the last spin of the series wheel for it to land on the series Alien, or we are chopping it off because we have literally been had this wheel since episode, I think it's your 55 or 56.
Mm-hmm. So if
it has only gotten more and more chances to be chosen. We are at, well, this is 214, so this will be episode 215.
So right here, right now, this is it. If we don't land on Alien right now, it's off.
He's getting the hell out of here.
Yeah.
It needs to stop being such a bum and get a job. But anyway, it is time to
Bit spin.
It's Flatliners.
I'm sorry, what?
The gag is the first episode we fucked up and landed on Flatliners.
Oh,
anyway,
yeah.
Alien is gone.
Okay, it did not land on Alien, so that is gone for the time being.
However, it did pick something we haven't touched in a good while.
Ooh.
It's James Bond again. Fucking fine.
Yes! It's about goddamn time! Alright, I may have peeked the mic there. I'm sorry, but okay, we are finally back at Bond, baby! Woo!
But it's the one no one likes.
Oh, yeah, it's the one that, it wasn't just the movie that was considered, like, influential and laid the blueprint for the rest of the series. Nah, it's just fine. No.
I also want to note something. I forget if I mentioned this during an episode.
Mm-hmm.
There was a few, especially when we came back, where I made the joke that you that you weren't a Bond fan. That was completely forgetting in the base art of the show your shirt is a Bond reference.
It literally says License to Kill, yeah.
With the Walter PPK with the silencer.
Yep.
I just forgot. I legit forgot that was a joke on the show.
That's so goddamn funny. All right.
But yes, we're finally getting back to James Bond, which we are covering movie 3 of 25.
Mm-hmm.
Again, been spinning this wheel since episode 56.
Yeah. Exactly. It's been on there since then. Think about that.
So, yes, we will get to talk about Goldfinger next time on Cinema Roulette.
Happy anniversary!
Happy anniversary!
Ah.